kid, and you are watching this video. So let's get right into it. My brother Jaden came over like this week, and he's from Tobago, and he was in Trinidad for like for some days. When he came over, you know, he was chill, he played the Xbox, we were enjoying ourselves, being teenagers, well, preteens, you know, how we are, just enjoying ourselves, but one day came where he started to cry. And not like, you know, you know, when your eyes tear up and you know, this nigga was crying. Like, this nigga had a river coming out of his eye. Like, he was crying, man. He wasn't even giving himself a break. This nigga was crying. Not even a joke. Oh my God, he looked like rain was coming out of his eyes, man. So, he went to my mom and he said, when is his mom coming back? After one day, this man goes up to my mom and asks, when is his mom coming back? Even though his mom is living very close to him and he can visit her any day. When is his mom coming back? And his mom is going to pick him up, so he wants to know when is his mom coming back. My mom says, just come when we talk to you. Yeah, we'll just talk and stuff. So after this little crying predicament happened, a fateful day in particular, we were eating lunch. And Jaden starts to cry again. He went up to my mom, and he's 14, mind you, 14. He goes up to my mom again, and he asks, when is my mom coming? My mom gets pissed because he asked this like 197 times, and she was like, she's coming when she comes, you have to relax, you're 14, this is not how 14-year-olds should act. And she didn't actually say those words, but she said something close to that, and he wasn't having any of it, man. I went with my mom and I said, Mom, you can't be so hard on him. He's missing home. And she was like, true. So I went to check on him, but I didn't like go in and walk in on him. I like you know, pretend I was looking for something. And Jaden wasn't there. I checked in the living room, nowhere. Checked in the kitchen. He was nowhere to be seen. I checked in the living room again because I could miss him. He was not there. I checked outside to see if like he was chilling, because normally he does that when he's angry, and he wasn't there. So I go to my dad and say, Dad, where is Jaden? He asked me, what do you mean where is Jaden? Go out in the living room and check. I checked in the living room again. Like I checked there about 3 times already, and I said, he's not there. And then Dad looks at me like, oh, you go outside and check around the house. I will check inside here. And he checks inside of the house. I check outside the house. Jaden is freaking gone, bro. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say he's gone. This nigga took his bags and left. Nowhere to be seen. Dad came up to me and said, his bags is gone, and Dad said, and this is the part that shocked me, Jaden took my dad's wallet. His freaking wallet, man! Who does that? A thief? And my mom was like, are you friggin' serious right now? Oh my gosh, and her eyes were lit up, man. It was lit like Bic in her eyes, man. She wasn't having any of it. She called Jaden's mom, and Jaden's mom was like, huh, here this nigga goes again. And she was so normal. Like, she knew this was gonna happen. She was like, just call the police. And my dad was friggin' pissed. My dad was like, let's suit up and let's go get him. Iron Man style. And then we go down the road, and I see this nigga smoking. And I ask him, hey man, did you see like a man or a kid walk down here with a bag? He says, yeah, this is exactly how I saw it. Yeah, man. I saw a kid just walk down here with a big duffel bag, you know what I mean? He came down running so fast, man, you know what I mean? He almost hit me, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? So I just went, so I had told Dad, let's go. And he said, then this nigga looked at me and screamed, hey man, you could have told me he stole your money, man. We could have hauled him. Know what I mean? So we went down and we were looking for him, and we kept asking people if they saw him, and the only person who saw him was the red guy who was smoking. And by the time we reached to the main road, Jaden was gone. Jaden was gone. He took Dad's wallet, his money, and everything. And I told Dad, you checked for your wallet specifically? And he checked, and he says, oh, fault for him. He didn't take my wallet, but he did take all Dad's credit cards and money and everything and booked it. Like, he went out. And but the good thing is he doesn't know my dad's PIN, so he could access the card, you know what I mean? So everything was cool. And we got back home. My dad was pissed, but he wasn't all that pissed. And my dad just took money from my mom to go to work, And my mom was not having any of this, man. She was so pissed. She was cursing Jaden's mom on the phone. She wasn't really cursing her, but she was arguing with her. Like, why would Jaden do this and blah, blah, blah. Some seconds later, while I'm eating my food, I get a call. And my mom, I hear my mom shout out, Piako. Basically, Piako Airport. And when I hear this, I'm like, what could she be shouting about? I go up to Mom and says, Mom, are you okay? She says, Jaden is trying to catch a flight back to Tobago on his own with my dad's credit card. And I'm like, oh my God, can't be happening, man. You have to be friggin' kidding me. And no joke, I literally say, if Jaden gets back here, my dad will give him a West Side Nigerian ass whooping. He would not go easy on Jaden. So I tell my mom, if you want to do this at your own risk, because my dad will go full Nigerian on his ass for Afrikaan, you know what I mean? So Mom was thinking about it, and she took Jaden to the closest place where his family was. And she took him back to where they are, and stuff happened. We all came back home, enjoyed ourselves, and we all forgot about Jaden. So, moral of the story is, if you guys are going to be friends with somebody, make sure you know a little bit about them first. Okay, like the love, share the peace, and subscribe to me. Later.